likes of N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
And the likes of a Gundogan and a Silva.
Yeah.
Kante did the work for both of them.
Yeah.
You know, the way how he was exposing them and exposing that you need a holding midfield in that position was by far second to none.
So do you think Pep Guardiola has almost overthought this one again?
I think so. I think we can all agree that he overthought his tactical plan today and try to outsmart Tuchel, and that you have to be honest in that. You know,
and gone away from what's worked for him all season.
Yeah. Why is Chelsea not changing?
It's really something very specific to City with Guardiola.
Yeah.
You know, the players is because Guardiola have brought us, you know, to that level and understanding and feel how he's going to. Probably he chose the wrong one, and he lost the final.
Well, Marcel, let's hear from the man himself. We can hear now from Pep Guardiola.
The Champions League final, but deserved winners, Chelsea.
It was an exceptional season for us. The first time we are here, we will learn from that. We'll come back sooner or later. We played to win. We had the first chances, almost chances. Always was almost chances in the game. We conceded the second half, the Pulisic action, no more than that. We were there, but unfortunately we could not score.
Selections, did you get it right?
I did the best.
And it was really tough to lose Kevin De Bruyne, such an influential player. How is he?
He was injured, yeah.
Yeah. How much does that influence it, such an influential player, losing him?
Well, we need everyone. It was an action with Rudiger. We could not do it. We could not continue. But just I would like to say incredible congratulations. For us, it's incredible success being here in the final of the Champions League. We compete really, really well against them. Unfortunately, we could not score, and congratulations, Chelsea.
How good was Chelsea's defensive performance? Because you had chances, Rudiger with one block, a few chances that you just couldn't get over the line.
Yeah, they defend really well, and the crosses to the white line, we didn't arrive. Yeah, in that situation it was like this. But our defensive performance was exceptional too.
Congratulations on a great season. Thank you, Pep.
Yeah, possibly one of the hardest interviews Pep Guardiola will give all year. The one he really wanted, the Champions League, and it's still eludes him with Manchester City. We need to take one more break. When we come back, more from Ruud Gullit, from Marcel Desailly, and from...
Yeah, 59 games out of 60 this season, either Rodri or Fernandinho has started the match. So only once before has neither of them played from the start. Before tonight, of course, neither of them started the game. Listen, we can all be experts afterwards. We can all say that Pep Guardiola got his team wrong, and I'm sure there'll be many journalists, many reporters asking him that question right now. And that was certainly the feeling here tonight. You know, fans, 4,000 of them packed into here, left pretty quickly after that full-time whistle. And there were questions being asked. Ilkay Gundogan, City's top goal scorer this season, ultimately played as a defensive midfielder for 60-65 minutes. And that didn't work. City had one shot on target for the whole night. There was question marks about the potential handball that wasn't given by either the referee or overruled by VAR, why Sergio Aguero didn't come on earlier, why Raheem Sterling started the game. Lots of big questions, but ultimately City just didn't turn up. That was the feeling. Speaking to a few fans as they hurriedly made their way out, City just didn't play like we'd seen them play for 6-7 months this season. Was that down to the team selection? Well, you'd have to say that was a part of it, because they didn't have their rhythm. They never got going. There was players that didn't look comfortable. Bernardo Silva taken off. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, in hugely unfortunate circumstances. But City didn't play, and Pep Guardiola will have some big questions to ask about it.
Matt, clearly a very sombre atmosphere where you are. Do you think this season now will be looked upon by City fans as a success, or is it a failure because they haven't won the one they really wanted?
I think it's difficult, Andy, because the Premier League has been in the bag for a couple of weeks now, and every focus was on this game. I think if you'd outlined it as a season where they won the Premier League and won another cup, it would have been seen as a really good season, a very good season indeed. But having the opportunity to win the Champions League, finally getting to this final after so many years of trying, felt like it was going to be the crowning glory in the Manchester City season. It felt like this could be something very special indeed. So there's no doubt that every City fan will reflect certainly in the short term, and think this was a big opportunity missed and this was a disappointment. But when you look at it overall and perhaps a little bit of time and perspective, a year when you win the Premier League and another cup can never be seen as a bad season, but a season of missed opportunity, no doubt.
Yeah, perhaps that's a sign of the expectation at City. Matt Critchley, thank you very much for being at the Etihad for us tonight. Pep Guardiola, why?
Congratulations. My first question to you, sum up your feelings for the second Champions League final. This time is different. Tell me what you feel.
So relieved, so happy. My family is here, my parents are here. What a moment to share. It's for my grandmother, she's watching at home. For my granddad, who does not live anymore. It's very emotional. It's I could have never imagined as a young coach that I can touch this cup. Now we played 2 finals and today we won. It's very grateful.
You're very pleased. We're looking at the stands to look at your family. This is very big moment for you, isn't it?
Yeah, we know. I mean, it starts with my father and my mother, who drove me to every football game and to every football training. My wife, who supported me when I was in 5th division, a coach, and there were like 20 spectators, and she was there and supported me. My kids today in the stadium, friends, it's unbelievable.
Coming to this game, all the pundits were making Manchester City as the favourite, Chelsea as the underdog. Did you use this in any way to fire your players, to tell them the world thinks you are
No, but we like to be the underdogs, and it's the truth. They were the favourites. They have a huge gap between them and us in the league. So there was no way in denying it, accept it. But we prepared that we had to suffer, we prepared that we did it, and we know how hard it is. But we knew we wanted to be the stone in the shoe. We wanted to be there constantly, fight for each other and make a game out of it, and that's what we did.
I asked you in London on Wednesday, are you superstitious? And you said yes.
Yeah.
I said, will you change anything? Will you promise me to tell me what the things you change? You said maybe, so please tell me now.
I forgot, I had these shoes in Paris, and I made a promise that I wear these shoes when we reach a Champions League final. They were a present from the president, from PSG.
From Nasser.
And I promised, in my staff, I promised to wear them when we go to the final. I did not wear them. So we lost, so I wore them today.
Okay. Thank you much.
A man who you've never heard a man quite so happy. A loser 12 months ago with Paris Saint-Germain tonight leads Chelsea to their 2nd Champions League trophy. And this is the Chelsea Twitter site tonight. Chelsea, the champions of Europe. N'Golo Kante was named man of the match. Not a great surprise.
It's not a great surprise. I mean, that man is. I have no words for him. I mean,
catch all I can give him. I can give him all the balls. Pogba suddenly gets to a different level because of Kante at the time on the 4-2-3-1.
Remember when he arrived at Leicester?
I remember.
Didn't even have a car. He used to jog to training until the club staff said, "You probably should really get a car. You're safer." So he bought a Mini.
A Mini. He still drives a Mini. You know, he still drives a Mini in London around from the training guy. It just tells you cannot hate this guy. It doesn't matter for which fan.
Because he cannot drive a big car.
No,
he can't drive a big car. He's a small guy, you know.
And by the way, you don't need a big car in London.
You drive the Mini.
Do you really need a big car in London? You can't. You have to have a small car in London.
He was in Leicester. He could have driven anything.
No, but it says something about him that he lives for football. He doesn't need all the flashy stuff, and that's not him. He's not that guy. But if you talk to every player on that team of Chelsea or of France, they all say one player is the cement between the rocks, and that is N'Golo Kante.
Yes,
you know, he's so important, and I love it. I can't stop talking about it, even though that he ripped us apart tonight. But I can't stop talking about it.
Well, let's have a quick look and see if he made beIN Sports Team of the Year. We've been running a poll all week to name your beIN Sports Champions League Team of the Season, and not surprisingly, N'Golo Kante, one of the midfield 3 alongside Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Salah, Karim Benzema, Kylian Mbappe, the 3 forwards. No Erling Haaland in the beIN Sports viewers. Back 5 all from Chelsea, including Reece James and Ben Chilwell, who are with beIN Sports Carrie Brown right now.
Talk me through that.
Every emotion, literally every emotion. I've come to Chelsea this season to win trophies, so to win this, the biggest of them all, We fought for our lives tonight. It was, you know, the team character, the spirit from everyone, not just the people on the pitch, but everyone behind the scenes. We're such a close-knit group, and it was just amazing.
That has been so evident. The hugs before kick-off, every one of you making sure you did. But your defensive battle to keep a clean sheet and beat Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, that was extraordinary.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that their strengths. We knew how good they were going forward. And we knew if we defended well that we had a good chance. We got a great goal in the first half, which I think helped. Second half, yeah, we were defending a lot, but you know, it doesn't really matter. We defended for our lives, and you know, we were all very tired at the end, but when the Champions League's up for grabs, it doesn't really matter.
You're such a young side though still, and for Mason with that pinpoint pass, Kai Havertz to get his first Champions League goal for Chelsea in a final.
Yeah, I mean, Kai, so happy for Kai. You know, he's been amazing this season. And yeah, I'm so happy for him, so happy for the whole team. Everyone's been brilliant. You know, after the FA Cup, it was hard to pick ourselves back up, but you know, this is the biggest one of them all, and we're absolutely buzzing.
Yes!
Come on!
Yeah, the young Billy Gilmore, another talent to come, but let's talk about Kante, your man of the match. He just, Leicester winning titles, now Champions League titles, the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah, I mean, for me, 100%. I played with him the year we won the league at Leicester, so I saw then how special he was. Come to Chelsea, won the league with them. He's won everything really. He's won everything there is to win, and that's not a coincidence. He's the best. He's like 2 or 3 players. He tackles. He's good on the ball. He's an unbelievable person. I don't have enough good words to say about him.
And I've got to ask you about Reece as well. He took on Foden, this man who got you so many goals at the start of the season.
Who's that? Sorry.
Reece James, who just was taking on De Bruyne, Foden, Sterling all game.
Incredible performance. He was so good. That side of the pitch, he completely locked it up. He was brilliant, and that was a big factor for us winning today, was how good Reece was.
I have a million questions. I'm just going to say congratulations.
Thank you very much. Hey, we're just talking about you.
We're just talking about you, Reece. What a performance. What a performance.
A team effort.
But come on, you're taking on Sterling, then it's Kevin De Bruyne, then it's Foden. I mean, what a test to prove that you're up for an England selection.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Man City are a very good team, and we know that because they won the Premier League this season. But I think winning this competition has shown how far we've grown as a team this season.
I know it's heartbreaking for you when Frank Lampard went. You weren't chosen in that first side, but Thomas Tuchel's really got you all bonding, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think both managers played a massive part in this competition. Obviously, Frank at the start and Thomas.
And for you, tell me what you are.
Champions of Europe.
Thank you.
Yeah, had it not been for to winning the Man of the Match award tonight. Right before we go, let's hear from the former Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger one more time today in our Arabic studio.
Well, I would still say Guardiola just has been voted manager of the year in England, you know, because he won the championship and dominated. But a final is on one game, and that's where you have to turn up and play at your best. And today, I must say that Man City, that was not the case. But you said before, you know, they lost 3 games against Chelsea. That strengthened the belief of Chelsea and certainly made the bit Man City insecure. We never know exactly what traces defeats leave in our mind, but it's showing it tonight that Chelsea was convinced they can beat them. I must say as well what Tuchel did well. He played Mount and Havertz more inside defensively. So Chelsea could never find a way through the middle, and they had to go wide, and where they were quite strong tonight, Chelsea. So Man City had a big tactical problem tonight. They could never sort out. They're not balanced. They didn't find a way to play incisive football, and Chelsea stopped them very well.
Arsene Wenger, you've got to love what he has to say, don't you? We're almost out of time tonight. Worth telling you before we go, Roland Garros gets underway tomorrow. It's live and exclusive here on beIN Sports. It's English 2, 5, 6 and 7 for coverage of that one. Plenty of international football coming your way before the Euros get underway. England, Austria on Wednesday, the Netherlands, Scotland the same night. Germany play Denmark, France against Wales, and then we end the week with Spain against Portugal. And that is pretty much us for tonight. Thank you very much, Ruud Gullit, Marcel Desailly, Nigel de Jong. Manchester City, champions of England again this year, but the one they really want, that maiden Champions League, continues to elude them. So it's congratulations, Chelsea, champions of Europe for a second time. Good night.